Nightcrawler, I'm afraid I'm going to have to let you go.
What? Why? For what reason?
Well, to put it simply, I find you very gross.
Gross? Explain.
Just look at you. I mean, you look like you're perpetually wet.
I assure you, Professor, I'm not wet.
You look moist, is what I'm saying. In fact, you look like the personification of the word moist. If a summer camp child said the word moist 3 times in the mirror, you would appear behind it.
I don't understand.
You look like infected gums. You look like you piss ink.
Wait, that is highly offensive.
You kind of look like 1980s Michael Jackson just got back from a filthy clamming expedition.
I'll have you know.
Oh, God, those gross hands. It's like shaking a foot. One time you gave me a back rub. It felt like a pterodactyl had perched on my shoulders. It was gross, and I was more tense at the end of it.
Professor, you established this mansion as a haven for the mutants. Was this all an elaborate trap to lure us in and then insult us?
A little bit.
Well then, please by all means continue.
Great. When you teleport, it smells very bad. It smells like a fat kid running around in the summer, ate like about 35 deviled eggs, and then took a hot shit in a warm pool. It smells like someone turned on a crock pot and filled it with Campbell's clam chowder and about 3 rolls of dirty pennies.
Okay, I get it. I understand.
I just have one more.
Yeah.
Your teleportation fumes smell like Angela Lansbury, an older woman, dressed up in all leather, slept in a sleeping bag in a room with no windows or doors in August, and then had diarrhea from too much Sizzler buffet. That's what it smells like. I mean, to a T.
Good day, Professor.
Oh, God. Smells like the Predator's dreadlocks. Smells like Mario Batali's body cast. Or my aunt's purse filled with blue-green algae. Man, I wish he had heard those.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pete Holmes!
Amazing crowd. Thank you so much. Just trying new things up top. Went with this and did it a lot. And you guys stayed with me. I appreciate that. Be present, okay? Such a weird thing to say. Conan O'Brien is here. He's going to be here today. Yeah. The old... Jimmy Bovino. Be cool, my babies. Okay. Do not tell him I did that. He is not here yet. Do not this up for me. He gave me the show. He's a hero of mine, obviously, so please, let's all forget that happened. So happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving, which means all the people watching at home, you're probably watching this surrounded by members of your family. Yeah. I'm so sorry about that. What I'm saying is there's something special about going back to the house you grew up in and seeing your parents. Because the second I go back, my whole family starts acting the way we did 15 years ago. You know what I'm talking about? It's like, because that's the last time we were all together. So every time we get back together, we all just start putting on this play. Does that make sense? We're all putting on a play called When Pete Was 17. Does that resonate? It's all the same lines. Mom's gonna wake me up too early for no reason, even though I have an alarm clock that works. It f***ing works! It works, Mom! And I try to calmly explain that to her like a 34-year-old, but all that comes out is, Mom! Mom, get out of here! 5 more minutes! I'm 34. Mommy! I have a 401k. I can't be grown at home. Because it's like theater. It's like weird German experimental theater where the kids are being played by grown-ass adults. And it's never addressed. They're just like, I like how all the teens are being played by grown people. It's very sexual. I just assume German theater is very sexual. They're like, I am aroused. Was that offensive to the Germans? Everyone has the same concerns when I go home, too. My dad is always like, hey, drive safe on the freeway. And I want to be like, you drive safe on the freeway. You're old. I don't have to wear special driving glasses, and I know how to operate the blinker. But all I say is, thanks, Dad, and he slips me 20 bucks, which I take. I take the 20. Why? I'm grown. I have cash. I should give him 20. He still has dial-up internet. But it's a play, it's a play, it's a play, and everybody knows their part. That's why it's always so awkward to bring a girlfriend home. Anytime I've brought a girlfriend home for Thanksgiving, it's weird to everyone. Suddenly there's just this new girl that's just improvising lines. The play's been the same for 34 seasons, and it's like, this is Tiff. Hey, y'all! Shut up! Stop it! Those aren't the lines! That's everybody. And it's extra confusing to her because I'm playing both the role of a 17-year-old me and her 34-year-old boyfriend. That's confusing. I'm like, Mom, I don't want fish. I don't want fish because it tastes fishy. I told you. I told you. I told you. It smells bad. Tastes like it smells. Then I turn to my girlfriend like, you want to f in my race car bed, babe? Vroom, 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 babe. That's a confusing day. And your parents treat you like a teenager, I think, because that's the last time they really knew you on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? They know you have this big adult life, but they weren't there for any of that. You just went off when you were 18, like Bilbo Baggins. And you come home, and they don't know you've been out killing dragons. And they're just trying to relate. Your mom's like, you still friends with Gilum? It's Gollum, Mom! And we weren't really friends. You never listened! I wish I had my ring so I could disappear. Me too, Bilbo. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Conan O'Brien is here. See you in a second. Hi, welcome back. So here at the Pete Holmes Show, we love video games, that's true. And we wanted to shine a spotlight on some of our favorite lesser-known video games, because I don't know if you guys know this, but here at the show we have access to all the games. All right, so first up we have from the makers of Angry Birds, it's Sexually Frustrated Birds. That explains why they're angry. That's the first one. We like to front load it with a real banger. You know, something to really put us on sure footing for the rest of the bit. Usually the second one's not as strong, but don't worry. The wave of laughter from the first one will still be paying dividends. So I'm just gonna relax, kick my shoes off, and bask in the success of Sexually Frustrated Birds. And just merge seamlessly into the second one, which, as I said, won't be as good. So following up Sexually Frustrated Birds, okay. We have The Legend of Zelda. Sorry for the confusion, the main character's name is actually Link. Yeah, okay. You're welcome, everyone dressing up as Link at Comic-Con. So in the Lego family of games, you have Lego Shawshank Redemption. I wish I could tell you Lego Andy fought the good fight. And the Lego sisters let him be. Here's one we actually already did. Kirby, What the F*** Am I? But I don't know if you know this, there's now a sequel, Kirby 2. Seriously, guys, what the F*** am I? Like a balloon or a pillow, but then I eat things? I want answers! Little guy wants answers. This is a fun one for the late night drinking alone crowd. Words with friends with benefits. That's a good one. Yeah. And finally, from the makers of Mario Party, we have Mario Key Party. Yeah. Sorry, what the hell is Luigi doing there? You can't come to a key party alone. You gotta be part of a couple, Luigi.
I help you save the princess. You let a Luigi watch.
We'll be right back with Conan O'Brien, everybody! To have as my guest tonight the man with both a distinguished career as a writer and late night host, also the man responsible for me having this opportunity hosting this show. Please, everybody, give a warm welcome to my boss, comedy idol, and friend, Conan O'Brien!
Very nice. Nice. It's fantastic. Beautiful. Right, thank you, please. There's very little time. There's very little time for that. I just taped my own show.
Yes, I know.
And then I dashed over here just in time to see your impression of me. I mean, I ran over here from my show to help out my pal, the only person I've ever given a show to, and I run in the door. I run in, and I'm like, want to see what's on the screen. I see you're on the screen, and I see you going like, I could push a button and get another host in here right away. They're like Dixie cups. You pull one out and another one drops down, pal. This is beautiful, by the way. I haven't seen your set in person yet. This is a fantastic steak restaurant. This is the best steak restaurant in Seattle. Beautiful stonework that they've done. It's gorgeous.
We have a sassy waitress to refill your iced tea.
Oh, very good.
All
Who comes
night.
along?
All night.
This is nice, though.
Yeah, it's a block of wood.
Yeah. My son built this in Minecraft yesterday.
Well, we wanted to be different. No jacket, no desk.
The only thing I'm self-conscious about is I have always had the desk. I always have the desk.
Yep.
I feel that below the waist I need to be covered at all times. Because I have body shame issues.
Sure.
I have a very long legs. The legs of someone who's like 6'9". And then I have the torso of a little girl. So my belt is like, really, my genitals are here. But we've artificially moved my belt down here to create the illusion that I'm somewhat proportioned correctly.
Well, they do a good job.
Yeah. No, at a urinal, I unbutton the shirt here. These are all facts that are true. These are true facts. That's why I have a desk. But you are more reasonably proportioned.
But your penis is above the desk.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not ashamed of my penis. I'm not ashamed of where it is. I'm trying to break up the, you just deconstructed.
No, don't applaud!
Again.
Don't applaud!
Again, I push a button.
This is the
There's
last.
900 hosts in a dispenser. And another one just tumbles out and goes, hey! You got a great show today. Sorry, he had that coming. He had that coming. He had that coming. He brought that on himself.
Well, we have talked about the comedian origin story.
Comedians are people that are funny because it was all we had.
Right.
My dad looked at me once, and after watching me, do years of comedy, and my dad's a scientist, and he looked at me and he said, I see what you're doing. You're making a living off something that should probably be treated. He said that for real. He said that for real.
Can I tell you, speaking of your father, my father came and you were very gracious and went to their hotel and said hello.
I was very gracious. You put them up at a very nice hotel.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Did I pay for that? You son of a bitch! I had no idea. Can I say one thing about your father who I love very much? His voice is exactly the voice of Peter Griffin from Family Guy. And I'm not saying that as an insult or anything. He just has that accent.
Yeah. No, I know
He
what
has
you
that
mean.
very strong accent.
Yeah.
I can hear yours, but yours has clearly gone away somewhat.
It definitely has. In fact, I think mine just showed up in '97 when Good Will Hunting was popular.
Yeah.
I never had it.
You didn't have it.
I remember trying it. At my preppy high school, I'd be like, we're gonna hang out Saturday. People were like, what? Saturday. We're gonna hang out Saturday.
Yeah. I'm real sorry.
Comedians are often in the search for legitimacy, something that they can understand. And honestly, I'm sorry to end on a sweet note, but you've given me that so much with my family. Now they understand what a TV show is. They know who you are. So, this Thanksgiving will be different for me. Everybody will be like,
You'll actually...
Yeah, it's a nice thing.
Well, the thing I always have told you from the beginning is you're the perfect host for the Pete Holmes Show. You're such a... We looked. We went through the phone book, and we knew it had to be Pete Holmes. Complicated to explain why.
I kept
Tax purposes. This whole thing for me is a business write-off. Yeah. No, I mean this. I do mean this. I'm going to attempt to be sincere. You are such a naturally funny and likable person, and I'm just very happy that you're doing exactly what you should be doing, and you're doing such a great show and doing such a great job, and it's just a pleasure.
Well, thank you.
He should be,
It's an unbelievable pleasure. Conan O'Brien! Thank you so much, Conan, sincerely. We'll be right back. Thank you. Welcome back, guys. So, we live in a very scary time where our private information is constantly being stolen and leaked to the world. So I'm doing my best to get ahead of that phenomenon by having people come on the show who know me and reveal secrets about me in a segment we call Petey Leaks.
Hey, it's Petey Leaks.
And once again, here's my friend and mentor, Conan O'Brien. Everybody, Conan! So I can't stress this enough. I sincerely have no idea what Conan is about to say.
And what I'm about to say is absolutely true. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you may think I'm going to tell an embarrassing story about Pete or talk about some crazy, dark admission that he shared with me, but I'm not going to do that, okay? I'm going to keep this short and sweet, and this is absolutely true. Pete has a concave chest. Show this. This is, you may think, there it is. I noticed this once when he didn't have his shirt on, that his chest goes in when it's supposed to go out. And other than everything else about him is perfectly normal, but it goes in this way where there's no room for a heart or lungs. There isn't. Now, okay, less room for internal organs, but Pete's chest has many wonderful uses. Here are two of my favorites. Take a look. You can use it when you want to enjoy your favorite salsa. It's fantastic. It's right there. Yeah. And here are some tourists riding donkeys into the pale canyon of Pete's chest. That's just a true story. It goes, I don't know. Absolutely true. True.
What?
Yes. True. True. Absolutely true. We'll, listen, as an executive producer, we'll get this all fixed. This will be, by season 3, we'll have built this all up, but
what will fix this?
for a late night host, there's no fixing that.
Conan O'Brien, everybody, that's our show! Happy Thanksgiving! Thank you again, Conan. No.